Hello guys, welcome to my presentation regarding the curious case of Mizuki, the newest Overwatch support heroes. But before we get into the thick of it, I have a little tidbits for you guys watching. In Thai community, which is where I'm from, we often jokingly call Mizuki a farmer because his casa, him wearing a casa, make him looks like a rice farmer, and the fact that he uses glaive as a weapon is it shares some similarity with a sickle, which makes it even more him look even more like a farmer. So that's a running joke, and a joke that the entire community we call Mizuki a farmer, and I just want to share that with everyone. Now, the thing about Mizuki is his pick rate and win rate in all three regions, in all three server in Overwatch is sky high. He's the second highest win rate in America server. He's the second highest. He's the fifth highest win rate in Asia server, and he's the second highest win rate in European server, with astonishingly high pick rate as well, as 33.8, 28.6, and 32.7 respectively. This kind of presents Mizuki as a strong hero overall. But if you talk to content creators all around the world, like as you can see on the screen, they would normally rate Mizuki somewhere in the middle, not too high, not too low. Like Kajor here, saying that Mizuki is more of like a good option. ML7 call him okay-ish. Thai Overwatch content creator Oputo saying that he is strong, if not counter. And Flats saying he's somewhere right in the middle as well. So why are these contradictions? Why are the stats showing that Mizuki has a lot of win rate, which should make him strong, but all the content creators and some pro players are saying that he is okay. He's not that strong, but he's also not that weak. Before we get into why, we need to understand how Mizuki even works. His main source of healing is his passive Remedy Aura, which heals nearby ally in a range. It scales with dealing damage and healing. Keep that in mind, dealing damage and healing. This makes Mizuki wants to be around his teammates. Why? Because this is his primary form of healing. His other ability, his weapon doesn't heal. His weapon only deals damage. It doesn't heal. So his passive is his main way of staying, of healing your teammates. He have his healing casa, which is one of his abilities that can throw a hat to an ally, but it also requires an ally to be close to each other, and it will benefit if he was quite close to the ally. So his playstyle kind of forced him to be with his team, staying together with his team. He has Kashimoto Return as his only form of ability, and it doesn't go up. He doesn't have a wall climb. And his binding chains, while being a solid CC, it's kind of hard to hit. His ult Kekai Sanctuary is a ult that boosts healing and counter enemy because it deletes every projectile coming from outside in, but it doesn't do inside out. So the enemy can technically come into his ult and still deal a lot of damage. The perks I want to point out here, his minor perk is Wellspring, that he's increased the resource generation increased by 25%. This helps a lot with his healing. And his major perks, that is Resonant Return, which make healing cost about an additional time and increases healing by 10, also helps a little bit with healing as well. Now, what does this make Mizuki? So in short, Mizuki is easy to get value because you need to stand nearby allies to be able to heal them. And the passive healing also stacks with his passive, which means that the more he heals by generally just being there, makes him heal stronger. So it's easy to get value, and he can have high dealing and high damage because he only should focus on dealing damage and position himself close to the enemy, close to your allies. So that makes him be able to do a lot of damage, do a lot of healing, and his ult is good when timed right. His ult is direct counter to Dominus ultimate, Pharah's ultimate, Emre ultimate if they shoot from the outside. A lot of ultimate deals a lot of damage is gone, deleted, not exist in this world. But what is his con? His con is that he lacks vertical mobility. Kashimoto Return, as Katashiro Return, apologies, it only leaps forward. It only leaps in like a mobility on the ground position, so it lacks vertical mobility. He himself doesn't have a wall climb, and him being somewhat of a heal bot or damage bot make him low-key one-dimensional. He only have one form of CC, which is quite hard to hit, not the best to get values of. So yeah, what is Mizuki gonna do? He's gonna heal a lot and he's gonna deal a lot of damage, and his ult duration is short. His ult is only lasted for a little bit and then it's gone. Not only that, if you are inside the ult, you can still shoot people outside, which means that the enemy can comes in and still just gets in the ult. That's the way to counter Mizuki ult. Basically, it's basically like this horse meme right here, where it's like, how the hell can he get up here? Like, it's the same thing. How the hell can you get up there if you want to be with your team? But what caused him to be such a demon in rank is because in rank, as you can see, this is the reference as well. This is only from the American server, but it speaks volume to how it usually is. Heroes that are being picked a lot right now, Domina, Reinhardt, Orisa, Ramatra, and to some extent Sigma and Roadhog, is mostly grounded hero who like to stay on the ground and stay close to his team. And who benefited from that the most? Exactly, Mizuki. They don't usually, in rank, people don't usually pick Winston or those dive hero that much because dive require coordination. Rank people don't coordinate. They don't even talk. So how can you get coordination out of these guys? It's easier to play high impact heroes. And this caused another dilemma for Blizzard to fix. A dilemma that presented with a lot of heroes before, like Doomfist, Reinhardt, Mercy, Sombra, the heroes that are really good in rank and easy to get value, easy to create chaos. Those heroes that thrive with the chaos and uncoordination in rank. But those heroes in pro play, they're not going to see that much value. Pro play, they run more dive, they have more coordination, and they move a lot quicker. And Mizuki not having vertical movement, this is the key. Mizuki not having vertical movement is the only way, it's the thing that kinda hold him back from being this super OP hero. So what change do I want Mizuki to have? So for buff, I would want him to have wall climbs. As he's the only Japanese hero in the entire game that doesn't have wall climb, and that's a little ridiculous because look at him. He looks like a ninja. Why can't he wall climb? This can help him be able to get with his team more, and in some points that has high ground, and the only way to access high ground is to go through the enemy line like Colosseo before reaching the checkpoint. Having wall climb helps a lot with being with his teammate. And the other thing is to make his ult two ways, like the enemy outside can't shoot inside, and if they're inside, they can't shoot the guy outside, or make it last longer. This helps him a little bit more, his ult be more of a game changer, or force enemy into the position that they want to play. But then you also gotta nerf him as well if you give him this buff. First, you're gonna decrease the aura range a little bit because, well, the range, if now he can basically just swap all over the map, you need to make him a little bit harder to get that much value. So decrease the aura range, make him stay more with his team and dealing damage like the support that be with tanks in this type of composition. This is gonna help him as well and create more dimension to him, and also make him only scale heals with damage. Cut the healing off. Like passively, you can just stand there and your healing passive would be increased. Now he has to only do damage in order to increase his healings. Yes, overall this change will make him still a bit one-dimensional character. Like, yes, he can only heals or only do damage, but this will make him have more skill expression. Like, your positioning must be good now. Your ability to aim must be good now in order to create that much value in Mizuki. And I think with this, he's got to be more balanced in rank and more viable in pro play. This is just my opinion. What you guys think, let me know in the comments. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. Peace.